G'day everyone and welcome back to Nat's Knackers Yard. I'll be Nat, this will be my Knackers Yard. That'll be the CB400, it's winding me up. That will be my awesome Thundercat that I'm going to do some more with this weekend. Final titivation pieces. And this will be Kermit. And I've got a good surprise for you. And it's this. Kermit's alive! Right, so Kermit is back alive, I think. So, right, how did you get there then, Nat? Because it's been a hectic week. I haven't done any uploads. I did film little bits and pieces, and I'll try and knit them into here. So continuity is going to be a bit out, but we do what we can do. So, first things first, the sparks. Fucking hell, what a pain in the arse that was. So, if you remember correctly, the Spark 1 I couldn't get out, and I didn't know if it's the wrong size spark plug in there. I didn't know if it's cross-threaded, didn't know if it was rusted, whatever. But what I did have was possibly my favourite purchase of recent times, which is a endoscope, which is that little beauty. So only costs £6, plugs into your phone. I couldn't get it to work off this phone, so the one I'm filming with, but I had to use my proper phone, my normal phone if you like, but it goes into a USB, C, so it plugged into this phone, but for some reason it doesn't seem to work on the occasional cheap Chinese phone, which is exactly what this is. But what I did do was upload a bit of footage, and I'll chuck that in now. Gotcha, you fucker. Well, happy with that. If I could moonwalk, I would. So, Ripper, that was the spark sorted. I mean, it was working. I was pretty certain it was working, but I needed to get that plug out to check, and certainly to sell. There was no way I would sell this on with a stuck spark plug. It's just basics, just passing on problems to somebody else. So that's that done. The carb and the floats, these are the ones that come out. I basically gave up and just thought, oh sod it, rather than pull them out and look at them and try and work out, I just bought new ones, and they're only I think $6.50 each, something like that. These are the ones that come out. They're grotty, but they don't look too bad, but it's the seal, it's the that's where I think it had failed, so the rubber grommets around the edge. So rather than mess around trying to find the right ones, find the right size, I just bought new floats and new valves. So they've gone in, and I now have one times working Kermit. He says, let's see. So on the button. when I did get it started, actually I'll cut in and come back out because just in case that's ruined the audio. There we go. Now because being a phone, it picks a level and it sticks at it. So anyway, so when I started it was smoky as hell, but frankly it's had so much oil and fuel and shit through it, I'm really not that surprised. So sorted out the valves, carb back on, everything plugged back in, drained the last of the oil, which was probably about 50% fuel at that stage, flushed it out, a little bit of oil in, flushed that out, bolt back in, everything back up, and then refilled with 10W40 oil. Now the teller behind it and the test to see how we get on is going to be, oh come on you, there we go. So the test is going to be how we do for the oil level. Now that looks really low there, but this bike is the oil level is measured when it's vertical, not when it's on its side stand. And at the moment it's on its side stand on a brick, so it doesn't lean all the way over. In fact, you see it down there. There we go. Just because I need space in the garage, and if you have a bike all the way over, it just takes way too much room, and I soon run out of space to do whatever I'm doing. Just turning the torch off my phone before it dies because I'm desperately short battery power. So there, I think Kermit is working again. What do I need to do? I need to find the bolts. They're in here somewhere, but it's a tip in here where I keep dipping in, dipping out. I need to bolt it back up. It desperately needs fuel because it's almost running on vapours because it seemed most of it was in the sump. I need to just stretch its legs around the block, so I think tomorrow at a decent hour I'll do that. I don't want to do it now because this bike is not quiet, and it's nice and quiet and dark and cold. So I won't be doing that first thing in the morning because I'll annoy people. But just need to stretch its legs and then bang it back on the market. I've got some bits that I want to do with Thundercat, and it's really just the finishing touches. So I have some replacement decals. Well, I haven't. I've made the decals for them. In fact, they're up here. So I've got some decal sheet. Cut some. That's the wrong one. And essentially, there we go. I essentially put a bit of paper over there, rubbed it to get the lines, you know, and then cut something to shape. And it's pretty good. And I think it looks pretty decent. So I'm going to mount those tomorrow. I'm going to try and do it properly. So I've had some feedback saying, you know, if you want to get them on nice and straight, etc., etc. So soap, water, squeegee it out, let it dry. I'm normally a little bit of a just bang it on and guess type bloke, but I want to try and do it properly. So I'm going to do that tomorrow. There's a couple of other bits that I want to do on the Thundercat as well. Then once this is done, which I think it is, I just need to test it. That's just titivating, but it's nice quiet work I can do first thing in the morning. Then get onto this bad boy and just try and build up a head of steam again because it's all been a little bit lackluster. And that's just two beautiful looking bikes that need to be on the market and need to be getting driven around. Right, cool. That'll do me for an update. A little bit of a short one on this one. It's just been one of those weeks, and I've just been dipping in and out when I can. So it's a little bit disjointed, and I apologise. But we're getting there, boys and girls. We are getting there. Cheers all. Thanks very much. I'll catch you later on.